Hello, good evening. How's it going? We are gonna do another grid drive, and I'm gonna say it up front. I'm super annoyed today and frustrated, so I'm not gonna talk much. We just get right to it. If anything, I already considered to just skip this today, but I don't want to start to make excuses for skipping these streams. So we just get through it and we see how much frustration is pouring into this. At least this time I know exactly what the drive is about. So we are driving around doing some career stuff, and at the driver's office parking slot they have built up some kind of stage for a group to perform and play some music, and it's pretty much where the drive is ending up at. So let's see, gotta wait until leg 1 has finished to load. Also, can't believe that the weekend is already almost over again. I've spent my entire Saturday just with tidy up and doing laundry, stacking up on water bottles and grocery shopping. I had to drive to the post office because my neighbor refuses to accept packages for me, and it's just wonderful. When I woke up this morning, I tried to pull up the window shutters, and oh my gosh, I pulled on the string and it snapped, and there was a huge boom. And it wasn't the string that snapped, it was the shutters. Like, we in Germany, we got some kinda heavy PVC shutters out of the windows, and they got small areas in between where if you don't close them entirely, then there will be some light still coming through. Oh, I thought that was a timer up there. And one of the lines that was in between of those small dots, where it usually folds together, that must have weakened over time, and it just broke and snapped into two pieces, and the lower end came down with a crash. Almost gave me a heart attack. So after that, I pretty much had to call the landlord and go like, yo, I know you've never heard something like this, but the shutter just snapped into two pieces for no reason. And yeah, it didn't actually give me any troubles, but he was also pretty surprised, I gotta say. So after that, I was just cooking and tidying up more, and once I sat down to watch some YouTube videos, there was a mosquito who was like, hey, I'll just sit here and start draining your blood through your leg. And I looked down at it. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And it was like, you're just sucking on you. So yeah, I literally just smashed its head in and was like, what the fuck? I mean, yeah, these little suckers come out, but usually not before the sun has gone down. And this was literally like I don't know, between 10 and 11 a.m. And that thing was just like, oh my gosh. At least it's dealt with. So after that, I just was like, it's a bit sticky, stucky, and let's open the door and let some fresh air in. And that was when there must have been a family of flies deciding to, hey, let's go in there and annoy the heck out of that person. And that's exactly what they did. Like, at least 3 of them. Within not even a minute. So yeah, that's as far as my YouTube watching went. Because after the mosquito attack, I went on a fly hunt. Basically until it was time for lunch. And after lunch, I got to deal with some friendly people who tried to do some guilt talking and tried to get me into feeling bad and stuff like this, which I pretty much am very allergic to. Like, I have dealt with enough of this bullshit when I grew up, and it led to me having a personality that's like, I know basically what's right and what's wrong. I know my rights, and if you try to guilt shame me, I don't need this shit. And most likely, I hear what you wanna say. I will think about it. And if it's bullshit, you can go and, So yeah. That's not something that I know that in some cultures it's a big thing, a big cultural thing even, to make this like a daily hobby, or I don't know, like, I know in the Asian corner it's like a daily thing to do some bending over and apologizing and stuff. It's almost like a sport, but I just don't do this. If I'm wrong, it's alright, I can apologize. I don't stand above that. But if I know that I'm clearly not in the wrong, then don't expect me to just crawl around in the dirt and do like a symbolic, oh, sorry. Nope, that's just not gonna happen. So yeah, it's been a wonderful weekend. Also, I literally thought it was already close to end of September. Like, I really expected that September would be over after Monday, which obviously is not the case. We still got another day ahead of us, another week, which I have to say is kinda annoying. Like, oh, you've got no idea how annoying. When you are already ready to end the month and you're like, you have completely, oh my gosh, don't go on my nerves, you fans. Alright. Like, if in your mind you already are pretty much done with the month, and it's been annoying as is, you don't need another week of it. Okay. A road vehicle. Wait. Let's do that. I have picked out another background music for today. It's been a bit quiet due to the vehicle. But I guess that's because the aircraft is pretty loud. So I guess it's coming out more now that we changed to the street. It looks like a speeder bike from Star Wars. Okay, let's get going. I'm also still fiddling around with the microphone settings. I think that I've improved it a little, at least in terms of the S sounds. But I will let you decide that. Because as usual, it's hard for me to determine whether it's better or not. Whoop. Oh yes, great. Oh my gosh. And there we go. Oh my gosh. Fantastic.
Slow down. There's a caution ahead. Be careful.
Okay. Just had to tidy up a bit. Oh my gosh, storm drove again. So, besides all the frustrating stuff, there's also some... I don't know if it's good news, but... from all of the stuff that I have ordered last week, about half has already arrived. Yeah, that's pretty much half point so far. And one of the stuff that says arrived was actually the Pinkie Pie cake thing, which is really fun. The only thing I really wondered about is the size of the box, because oh my god, that thing is so huge. And once you've unboxed it, it's maybe a quarter of the size of the box. But yeah, I unboxed it, and as I explained in the last stream is that there's Pinkie Pie hiding inside of the cake, and you have some kind of plastic lid on top of it, which is hiding Pinkie Pie. And the objective of the game is to insert decorations into the cake until Pinkie Pie is jumping out. And I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I already knew what this game was about, even when I bought it, and when I unboxed it, and when I assembled it. And so I started to test it, inserted one after another, and yeah, about at the fourth and third last of the decorations, I was like, oh, okay, she's not gonna jump out until the last, it seems. And just the moment I finished that thought, and I inserted the second last, the pony was jumping out of the cake, and it startled me. It startled me really bad. And I reset it, and was about to try again, just to see if it's always this late. So I entered the first and the second and the third, and I was like, Uh, she's not gonna jump out this soon. And I entered the fort, and she jumped out, and she startled me again. Like, oh my gosh. I knew what this game was about, and what was gonna happen. And every single time she jumped out, she shocked me. But it's a fun game. Yeah. And right after that, I spent like 3 or 4 hours sleeving cards and putting them into color matching deck boxes. Yeah. That was actually fun time for me. As I said before, that's actually a hobby of mine, which others would consider a necessary evil. But for me, this is almost as good as playing. And we are flying again. But I gotta tell you, grocery shopping is actually no fun at the moment. Everything has gotten so expensive to a point where you fill up half a basket maybe and it's already $50. Like, oh my gosh, it's barely half full. But yeah, that's how it is. Can't change it. It's just annoying. But it's partly why I am sort of looking forward for the month to end. Because I'm kinda running low on money. And I'll really have to save up again. The next months or years rather. And I'm still waiting for the artist to finally finish rigging and animating my avatar. It's already been so long. I really didn't think I would be a PNG tuber for so long. Oh my god. This is literally where I started. Where I teleported from. I could have just jumped onto my motorbike and skipped all of leg 1. Hallelujah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure if you are reading what it says on top, but it seems it's an American drive and we will get some guns and shoot some robots. Which is probably not the worst today. I'm in for a good shooting. Wait, the hut is frozen. It's telling me to turn left and right. And there we go. And I think someone is shooting at us. And they're really bad at it. Is this the parking lot I'm supposed to? Nope, it's not. Wait, I love it. I guess it's this one then. Oh my god, don't go on my nerves. Let's see if we can run them over. Nope. Too bad. Okay, let's park. Is this fun? I'm just guessing that this is the shooting stuff. No, it doesn't seem to be it. At least they are not shooting at us. Okay. As I expected, this isn't the place. Kind of sounds like those are the alien guys from the space station. And it's already 3 of them. Don't go on my nerves today. I'm getting so annoyed right now. Like, so annoyed. Let's just move on already. Hallelujah. If someone gave me a bomb right now, I would not hesitate to drop it. I would blow the entire store up. Yeah, just shoot each other. Okay, wrong direction. And there we go. Nope. Okay. Wait. And I'm stuck. Oh my gosh. Oh, you can't be serious. Okay, I guess we just have to wait again while these guys are throwing grenades at us. Yay. I'm way too annoyed to bother about them. Yep. I'm just sitting here and waiting. Nope, I don't give a shit. Almost there. Almost there. And another grenade. fire in the hole. And there we go. Whoop. Almost missed the turn. I guess that was another grenade. Oh, sometimes I really wish I had a nuke. Okay. It seems like we are out of range, and this is gonna be a longer trek again. I've been considering to get Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, but as it is right now, it seems that the game is... Don't get me wrong, the ratings are great, people seem to really enjoy it, but it seems a bit shallow. There's the single player mode and multiplayer, and from what I saw, it's pretty much like For Honor, but with guns. And I've played For Honor for a while, but it's not really a system that would keep you interested for long. And aside of the main game, there's a season pass which unlocks further cosmetic options. And right now there's just nothing that would be of interest and basically interesting at all for me, I gotta say. So what the game is about, from what I have seen, is the Space Marines fighting against the horde of those dinosaur things. Yeah, I'm not too much into the lore, so don't expect me to know all of the names. And the clan that I usually prefer is the Space Wolves, for obvious kind of reasons. And yep, the season pass right now just doesn't offer anything that is related to the Space Wolves aside of armor color, which is just not enough. And in terms of weaponry, they look rather bland as well. Like, if you give people some sort of energy weapons, then make them look like energy weapons. And not just some swords and daggers. Also, it would be really cool if they would introduce some kind of energy weapon katana. I gotta say, one of the good parts about this is usually these days companies hide a lot of additional game content behind the season pass. And for this game, it seems like it's really just additional cosmetics, which is nice on one hand. it means that everyone who pays for the game gets the entire game. That's rather rare these days. On the other hand, you could also complain that it limits the game, because the developers obviously are not as interested in introducing new content if they can't make any new money from it. It's just logical. So yeah, there's always two sides to this. But what I am actually interested in is the new Assassin's Creed game that will be released in November, because it plays in Japan. But from what I have heard, it will just focus on a small area in the center of Japan, like maybe 1 or 2 prefectures. And it's not as big of a map as former titles. Like, I know that the last 2 or 3 games of the series got really large maps. But this returns to a size of map that's more like 3 or 4 generations backwards. I mean, I don't require 2 big maps, but the more the better, right? If you got stuff to explore, why not? But I also gotta say, right now I've got 0 experience with the Assassin's Creed games. I think I once had one of these games, and that's pretty much it. I never even finished them. Okay. I got no idea why the shifting doesn't work on the keyboard right now, but I think it's because of the crossing messing it up. But yeah, I don't even know which Assassin's Creed I played before. It was a large open world game which basically left you after the intro with nothing. You were walking around for a long time and you suddenly got a target to kill someone in the marketplace, and once you did, there were like 20 or 30 people hunting you down and you had to escape them or stuff like that. I don't know if that's with all of the games, but it pretty much seems like it. It's not really my genre, but if it plays in Japan, maybe I try it. I know that the Black Wukong is a big thing at the moment, but I don't like it. I really don't like it at all, so I'm not gonna play it. I know that people really hype it. I know that the graphics are said to be sick. And I would probably get a lot of people watching the streams, but the story about the Monkey King is just super annoying. And something that I am absolutely not interested in. So, while it would be nice to get a few more people watching and following the channel, I am not ready to sink to a level where I am playing stuff that I really don't like just to get some additional viewers. That's not a thing for me. And I gotta say, I also won't do one of these TikTok watching things. I know that these are really popular as well, but I'm not really on TikTok, and even if I were, I don't like this kind of milking other people's content for your own channel stuff. I know that Second Life videos are pretty niche, and the Armored Core gameplays I have streamed so far were received even worse, but it's just what it is. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. If you like it, it would be nice if you follow and like the videos. I like interaction with people, so if you drop a comment below the video, I most likely will respond to it. But I'm not gonna play and copy stuff just to gain any additional viewers. I'm trying to be authentic. If anything, I just wish that it was less of a hassle to always set up hard and software again, because updates are ruining my settings and stuff is just, I don't know. When I started streaming, I thought I would be setting it up once and then just fine-tune it and use it, but I think so far I have started from 0 settings 4 times. Is that a Super 80 over there? I think it is. And I think this is actually one of the designs it is coming with. They're pre-installed. It looks a bit destroyed, little. Okay, another road vehicle. Do you like what I did with the car? With the motorbike? I've done an entire video about modding this. And since it was free to get, I hope that all of you collected it, because after doing all of the changes that are shown in the video, it's a really nice motorbike. Controls wise. Whenever I get vehicles that are pretty nice to drive and they seem easy enough to modify, I usually try to do it. I think for this bike I got 2 or 3 different wood textures. I just set it for this. I think it looks nice. It fits to the motorbike and it's not too flashy, but it's fit to the theme. And once you take down or rather hide the saddles on the sides. It looks really good. This seems to be a nice town. I usually like the bigger areas that look like they got a concept to them. Oh, there seems to be an airport or something. Oh my gosh. Whoa. The good thing about being authentic and just uploading content like this, where I obviously do the stuff and I live stream them all of the time, and it's not like I'm doing anything that would be questionable or gathering large masses of people. Why I'm saying this is that recently there seems to be a lot of abuse of YouTube's report function, which leads to many VTubers to permanently or at least temporarily losing their accounts, because there seems to be a group or an agency that is trying to blackmail them and actually forces YouTube to closing their channels until the persons are proving their identity, which they obviously don't want to do. Otherwise, they wouldn't be VTubers. So, I find it quite disgusting that this seems to be a thing, but I find it even more disgusting that YouTube isn't really protecting those people. Like, let's consider this for a moment. Content creators are what is the base of YouTube. Like, they create videos that people watch, and YouTube is generating money from the people watching it with advertising and stuff. So, if your system is set up in a way that lets others abuse it and leads to people that worked really hard on setting up their channels and creating their content, and it forces them to temporarily or primarily shut down their channels, I don't see why YouTube would support this, but they don't seem to, they don't change anything about it. And it doesn't seem like they are very responsive either. From what I have heard, there are at least 4 or 5 big YouTubers that this has actually happened to so far, and I'm pretty sure that there are many more that are just not so commonly known that you would know about it. So having a rather small channel with this niche stuff pretty much works in my favor, because I don't think that anyone would have any interest in sabotaging it. There is no gain in doing this. I don't even make any money from this, so okay, the hat is stuck, so I gotta wait a bit until it recovered. Okay. There we go. Okay. But yeah, I don't know what this mess is about, but it's just disgusting. And I think that YouTube should be held responsible for protecting their own partners and content creators who are making the money for YouTube, which they obviously don't. Yeah, that's just something I wanted to get said, because it seems to spread even farther, and it also affected some of the channels that I personally watch. So it's not like I just heard about it, I also witnessed it live. And I don't want to start to watch stuff on Twitch. So I really hope that, I don't know, like, YouTube should just get their butts up and settle this stuff. Also, if you are watching this and you are one of the victims of this stuff, I'm really sorry for you and your trouble you go through. I can feel the pain you're going through. It's especially bad if it hits people who make their money through this, cause it affects directly their income. And if it's their main source of income, then this could endanger their current setup. Like, they gotta pay their rent and they gotta do their shopping and all of that stuff. And unless you are a really big one, I'm not sure how much money you make on YouTube. I don't make any. But I could assume that if this is your only income source and suddenly you lose it because someone is reporting some false claims, that really sucks. The world is annoying, and it's just getting worse. It's just pathetic. You would believe that people would finally come together and try to find a common ground, but all they ever do is trying to harm and sabotage each other. The entire race is like dysfunctional. It's just getting worse if you consider the amount of corruption that is currently sprouting everywhere in the world. Oh my gosh. Really sad. And it's not like we couldn't deal with all of this if we wanted to. We could also be a lot further with technology and advances in said technologies, but there's a lot of information and techniques withheld for the sole purpose of making some rich people even more rich, which is really even more disgusting. There's a lot of stuff, and there are some techniques that would be a lot cheaper and easier on the resources of the planet. alternatives for fuel and stuff like this. And the companies are just paying money to keep it locked away instead of following through and doing something good, not just for the environment, but for all of us. There we go. And another crossing. Oh my gosh.
In 100 right turn at next waypoint.
Oh, come on.
100 meters.
Okay. There we go. That was a really tough area. Just taking in the surrounding and enjoying the silent drive for a little. I mean, it's not like there are actual people watching this right now and expecting me to entertain them. I hardly ever get any feedback from anyone, so I don't know if people actually watch all of this, but it seems that most are just clicking through and watching like 2 or 5 minutes of it, which I get it. Your lives are well busy and we are all short on time off, but I don't know. I mean, if it's a fun video and something that you enjoy, just grab something to eat or let it run in the background. I don't know. Maybe it's just a generation thing, like when I find something on the YouTube, I always watch the wall thing. It's super rare that I would skip forward on anything, and if it's a video that is like 5 or 6 hours long, well, it's what it is and I just watch it. Oops, that wasn't me. But yeah, I'm not complaining, just watch however much you are comfortable with, but it would be nice to have a bit more feedback and interaction, I guess. Which I gotta say at this point, a greeting and special thank you to Sarah, who seems to be watching these a lot. and almost always commented on them so far. Am I supposed to tidy up? Yeah. Didn't say anything. Am I Oh, I think I wasn't supposed to get up. Okay. Or maybe I was, and I gotta walk. I will just dive to it. Usually when you are supposed to walk, you don't get turn directions. So I guess it's alright. I was supposed to drive here. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So it's talking about nice places and a bakery and stuff, but I don't even see a bakery. This over there looks like it could be a big muffin, but I don't know. And it's not like we parked in front of it. There seems to be a weapon store and... Okay. That seems to be a drugstore. Like... literally drugs. There's the bakery. And it got some cookies. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, that's all. Oh my gosh. The door really waited all the time until I wanted to leave just to close in front of me. Unbelievable.
Destination reached.
There we go. And now we wait.
The waypoint.
Oh wow. Right into the crossings again. I can't believe how fast the first half of the year went by. If I think back, I don't really remember anything. Like anything specific or the remembering of the first half of the year. It just flew by. Wow. That's... Oh wow. I didn't think we would make it through this this easily. But yeah, feel free to drop in the comments if you would like to watch me play Assassin's Creed in the Japanese setup. I'll probably get it anyways in November, but it's nice to get some feedback. And if you want to see how the Armored Core ends, I don't think anyone does, but I can play this as well. It's just, I expected it to be more like part 4, and it just couldn't keep up with it. The amount of pieces that you can build your mech with is just hilarious small. And the amount of weapons and the designs, it's not even half. It's a lot better than 5, but it's still super disappointing. And instead of adding more stuff for customization, I think I just saw they put out an update where they added some sort of team arena or something. Which is, yeah, it's nice to have, I guess, but it's still not interesting if the mechas are super boring. In Armored Core 4, I mean, you could literally spend half of a day just assembling a robot that would look just whatever you want. It had so much stuff in it. And not just the parts itself, but there was an entire category that was called stabilizers, which was really small details. And there were hundreds. So aside of the main parts that define the stats of your vehicle, you could also change the appearance with all of these hundreds of stabilizers. They would just add a minimum of weight, but it's really just for the looks. And it was so much fun to assemble the mechas in that game. And it had so many weapons. Whoop. I really thought that was the turn, but oh my gosh. There we go. I guess it's the next one over here. There we go. This is kinda steep. And I think that this is the place with all of the hovering vehicles in the air, which is super laggy. Ooh, ah. Okay. Yeah, see, there's stuff all over the place. Whoop. Oh my gosh. That was close. So I already gotta say, next week we will be back on the Super 80. The motorbike is nice, but It's just a bit more stable, I'd say. The Super 80, I mean. With this one, I'm a bit stuck at gear 2, while the Super 80 just... It got automatic, which isn't going so crazy. Like, it scales with how fast and how long you drive, and not just go all the way to the maximum. Whoa, flying again. Also, there seem to be many of these camera glitches right now, which changes the camera angle. Oh my gosh. Like this. Yeah, I'm not gonna drive like that. I could use a hot lock, but
In 50 meters.
yeah, that's a hassle.
Full left turn at Loxely.
Oh my gosh. I didn't expect that double turn. Didn't we drive down here last week as well? I guess not. Oh my gosh. Oh, for real now? Come on. How the heck did I even do that? There we go. I think that there may be just one more leg after this, but I'm not sure. I mean, last time I also thought it was just 6 legs, but we ended up having a 7th. I guess it's a flying part again. Oh, if number 6 is flying, then I guess there's a 7th.
Destination reached.
Just waiting for the map to open. Oh, I think this is Angels in the top right of the mainland. Let's see.
The waypoint.
Yeah. So right now we're over here. I guess we are flying here, which isn't so far away. Like 4 minutes, 5 maybe. And off we go. Whoa, wow. It's just 2 minutes actually. I thought it was longer. Well, I think last time we went down half the map in 7 to 8 minutes. So yeah, makes sense. Oh well. I guess I was supposed to follow this way. Yeah. And now we are about to turn to the left. That can be an issue because usually for the hut to work properly, you gotta go close to the checkpoints in the same region. Just getting close, but not being in the same region doesn't count. And I swear I didn't change the microphone settings during the drive, but I don't know, for the last 10 or 15 minutes, it seems to started slurring my voice a bit. I don't know why it does that. Maybe just the bad microphone. Also keep in mind that I'm not a native English speaker, so maybe I'm just pronouncing stuff a bit wrong. That is always an option. And while I think that my English isn't too bad, it's barely spoken over here, so I get to practice in written English, but it's really rare that you talk to people in English over here. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure if we recover from this. At least not in the vehicle. Yep, there it goes. Great. I still see it though. It looks broken. Okay, there we go. It's pretty close, so I guess we just fly. I could probably get another vehicle out over here, but it's not worth it. And if the crossings are so bad, I would probably just lose it again. Also, I'm really sorry that I didn't upload any more readings recently, but I've been kinda busy, and whenever I wasn't, I was really tired, so there will be more readings, but I gotta be in the mood for those. And I gotta be honest, it's a bit discouraging to upload them, and I think 50 people have watched them, and I didn't get a single comment or thumbs up on them, so I kinda think that they are not very well received. I don't know. It's just what I interpret into the feedback given, which wasn't any. If you watched it and you like them, here's your chance to leave a feedback. Oh no. I already heard them. I still don't want to bother with them. Oh my gosh. Nope. Nope. And that was another bad crossing. Oh my gosh. There we go. What? Oh, okay. Well, let's look over there. Is that the big pink diamond? Not just a light on the floor. It seems I wasn't supposed to be up here. Let's see. I think there's another entrance down here. One not. Well, I can either be too high up or too low, but it doesn't like either. Great. And they have actually killed each other now. At least something. Oh, I guess it's sitting in there. Yep, there it is. I feel a bit like playing Sonic the Hedgehog. The Hedgehog. Hedgehog. Oh my gosh. Interesting area. In the middle of a combat field. Well, they don't say this for nothing. Make laugh, not war. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think we will be doing this today because I really don't know the layout of this place. And while I would be doing this, usually I'm not in the mood and don't want to do this while I'm being shot at all the time. So I guess we are just done today. I to see. Okay.
Destination reached.
And there it is, leg number 7. And it's the sea leg. I think the guys got stuck somewhere now. And there's something else stuck over there. Looks a bit like a plane. Like, over there. What the heck? Oh, there's another one. Oh, I think that's just oil refinery or digging equipment. Yep, it's some sort of oil pumps. Oh, not again. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. I know I have placed it on the ground. I should have just walked. There it is. Okay. Up here, I guess, and over there. Oh my gosh, they are crazy. Oh, come on. Are you for real? What the heck is wrong with you? Ah, gosh. Great checkpoint. What the heck? Yeah, whatever. What? Okay. I think that I was supposed to be on a lower level or something. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Explains why the checkpoints were this strange. And the boat. I would be using my submarine, but I think we go with the shark.
Extreme left turn at next waypoint.
It's just a bit faster. Also, it took me like half an hour to find background music today because
Waypoint in 200 waypoint.
AI really hates me.
Waypoint.
Especially ChatGPT is non-stop lying to me. And it gives me tons of dead links and false information. It's making up functions when I ask it for source code. It's a real pain in the ass. Like last time I remember I asked it for something specific for work. And it gave me a bunch of functions for Laravel. And when I tried to build up on it, I figured that half of the functions that ChatGPT actually told me to use didn't even exist. And when I confronted it about it, it was like, yeah, but wouldn't it be nice if they did? And I was like, fuck you. So far, I don't think that it ever worked well for me, and most of the time I spent either just the amount of time to fix it myself, or even more time than it would have taken me to just do it on my own from the start. That's about how useful AI has been for me so far.
250 meters.
And today was really bad. I was like, hey, can you tell me some title that's not copyrighted and fitting to the mood? And it was like, yeah, here you go. And when I clicked the link, it was like, the video no longer exists. Great. So I asked it for another link and the same thing again. So I asked it for another link and that it please checks that the video exists. And same situation all over. I think we continued this for like 8 or 9 times, which didn't help with my mood. Until I started searching myself for something, which is not the point of ChatGPT, to make you look it up yourself in the end. But yeah, that's how it always went. Whether it's just with coding or tables or analyzing, even when I asked it to just count occurrences of stuff in a table, it didn't even count right. And luckily I always check it, or I would have bought stuff based on false numbers. Which is so frustrating. It wasn't even hard. It was like a table with different colors, and I asked it to just count all of the colors together and give me the sum of it. Like, the table had like red, green, red, white, black, red, purple, stuff like that. Really simple. I gave the list to ChatGPT and said, hey, sum it up. And the numbers were wrong. And that is the quality of AI we got today. It can't even count. I guess I have to land over here. Interesting, because I thought that this event took place at the driver's, but it doesn't seem to. Well, not like we are anywhere close to the starting time. It was at 2 p.m. and now it's like 10 hours later. From what I've heard, the place was so full that most people couldn't even enter anymore, so... I always prefer to drive when the roads are rather empty. Oh, I like the helicopter. Also, it's fun that the event is called Blackpink. Because, I mean, that's literally me. I mean, I am black and pink. So I have never heard about them before, but apparently this is a fan group of a K-pop band or something. Okay. Okay. I sort of expected to be asked to rent a vehicle and then driving to the driver's main hub. But I guess we just chill here and then teleport or something. They don't even seem to have train games. Okay, time to go. All right, there we go. It's slowly whizzing in. Is this a private sim again? Oh yeah, it is. I find this strange that so many sponsors actually got their own private sims instead of connecting to the mainland where they could be part of drives without teleporting in and out, but I guess they got more rights or prints or privileges over here, but that's just assumptions. So this is the sponsor of this weekend's drive. It's Olympus Motors. They often sponsor the drives. And as you can see, they got a whole array of cars and vehicles. Okay. That looks interesting, a bit like a frog. So if you ever wanted to drive in a frog, that's the car for you. All right, let's continue.
Destination reached.
Interesting. I thought that we would be teleported to the concert, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Or maybe it happens after all of the outro. Well, since the concert is over anyways, we can just detach it at this point and check out the gift. There we go. Gonna teleport home because we didn't have any resting rights over there. Sometimes they split the sim and make a small sandbox area where you can rest stuff, but I guess since they got demo resers, that's not something they want. Oh, weird. Okay. Well, most of the time people forget their stuff around, and if you don't have some auto return set up, it gets messy. So I can understand why people may be reluctant to give you the rights to rest stuff, but and now we just wait for it to rest. There we go. It looks a bit like a Porsche. Like 911. I think it is. Or at least it looks alike. It's probably not that one. Oh, that was not the car, that was the crossing. Oh, it makes a lot of noise. Yeah, that's the funny thing. It sounds like it's super fast, but it's just driving normally. Well, I guess it's more of a sports car or a racing car. And not really supposed to be driven on the roads, but, well, not on the street. Wow. So the crossings are really bad today. It's driving not bad, though. The turns are really good. It's oversteering a bit, but we'll check later if we can access the tuning menu. So far, I've got little complaints. It almost can turn on the spot, which is a good point. Oh, it's bouncy. There we go. Yeah, this is a bit tricky if I can't really see the road. But the car does well. I think... well, we can check if the car got any additional car sounds in it. Sometimes you can change them, but quite a decent car so far. Oh, it got a flight mode. Let's see. Interesting. So it's just hovering now. Okay. Yeah, that looks really silly. But it can fly. It's silly, but it can fly. Okay. This is mainly to recover yourself when you accidentally leave the road or something. So it got a turbo, but it's not activated. It got, oh, it's really bright lights. In the front only, it seems. It got cruise control and... I didn't hear it. Did you hear it? Okay, so the horn is broken. Graphics. You can change the color, it seems. Oh, it's just... Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. So you can change the color in 3 different menus. Inner rims, outer rims, and the main body. And let's see the side of the color. There's advanced and controls. There's the shifting style, which can be set from manual to automatic. There's sounds. Oh, it got different sounds, okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. This is much more suited for driving on the street. Whoops. I think I'm still in gear 2, so... What? No, it was 1. Okay, I take that back. Okay. Let's see if we can do something about the oversteering. Yeah. Steering. So that's quite nice. That means you can really do a lot of with this. Now let's just take a look. Oh yeah. It's completely moddable, so you can actually change all of the textures with this. And like do your own custom textures. That could be problematic. Well, you could try to cut this out and edit it. It would have been better if they would have just made the door one texture and I don't know what the other thing over here is, but I guess some interior and it seems to be the side mirrors or something. Yeah, since they are part of this. I would have made it just a door. So it would have been easier to mod it. Oh my gosh, the same with this. Oh, that's way more chaotic. But the car itself is really nice. You can do a lot with it. And you can mod it a lot. At least over the settings. It doesn't seem to have any storage place in the back, which obviously is just for fun. But yeah, it's more of a racing car, really. You see it on the metal bars in there, so it's sort of a rally car, I guess. But yeah, I think that's more than enough. Okay. Here we go. That's more than enough of a preview. If you want to check the car out, do the drive and just check it out for yourself. And that's where I end the video today. I hope you had fun and I hope you have a good rest of your day. See you next time, and if you like the content, please drop a like or subscribe to the channel, or maybe even just drop a comment where you give a thumbs up or leave some feedback. It would really help, and any sort of feedback gives me an idea of what people think about the videos, which is kinda hard to figure out if everyone's just quiet. So anyways, have a nice day and see you next week.